you be my baby?
Hey.
Oh, if I had the money, would that make you love me?
What up, yo? It's your boy Lem. I'd say yo boy Lem. We're back with new videos today. In today's videos, it's a bunch of TikTok compilation. I thank my subscribers for sending me some good spicy content. All right. Also, I want to say shout out to my boy Dan from SF. If you want to start your entrepreneurship, you want to start your business, Dan from SF is the real man. It's the right man to talk to. He does podcasts about entrepreneurship and business. If you want to, start your own business, I'm telling you, he's the right man. I'm going to leave his Instagram link down in the description in the box down below. You and him can get cracking on the business wise and entrepreneurship wise. So anyway, guys, this is my boy Dan Gonzalez. His Instagram is Dan from SF. He has a podcast. On his Instagram, he talks about, helping you with your entrepreneurship and building your business. So if you have any business that you want to start with, holla at your boy, Dan from SF. I'm telling you, he's going to help you out. He has a really good startup on, how to build your business and to become a better entrepreneurship in the future. Anyway, this is his Instagram. You want to talk about him, holla at your boy, holla at my boy Dan, and he'll give you some really good information, okay? And there you have it, guys. Now let's get back to the main show. Grab your popcorn and your soda, and let's get the show started.
That's 100.
Man, see what happened to that? That's what happens when women takes a rejection because they're not used to that stuff. Women are not really used to being rejected like that. 99.9% of the time, you know what I'm saying? Or at least most of the time, men would say yes to them. Men would never take them down for most of the time. And they don't really know what rejection is like until they feel it. Whereas on the other side, guys gets rejected like I'd say 20 times, 25 times a day. Jesus. And then when they rejected the guy, they celebrate that. Like it's a party, like it's a block party. But for women, when they take rejection like that, oh, it's like it hurts them a lot. It's like you throw acid in their face. You know what I'm saying? That's how painful it is for them to get rejected by guys. Knowing that, it's knowing that it's gonna be a painful result because, like I said, they've never experienced this. Like we're us guys, we get so desensitized to that when we get rejected, we're like, we're used to this, so that's a rejection right there. We're used to it, and you know what? We move on with our lives. We move on after that. We do important stuff after that when we get rejected. We don't bicker and cry about it. We're just, no. Typical day for me. I get rejected all the time. I'm used to it. So, um, what's new? There's nothing new to that. That type of demise when it comes to men and women, or anything like related to like relationships, or talking to a girl, talking to a man. It's totally two different things. You know, that's why women are that are rejected are just so they get triggered. 'Cause, they're not used to guys saying no to them. So therefore, when a guy say no to them, they get triggered. Just like, oh, what is this? I've never had this before. This type of no, no one say no to me, but this guy says no to me. How dare he? How dare he? He must be gay. His mom is black. All types of sign language that comes out of their mind, it comes out of their emotion, like, he's gay, he little D energy, all this type of ad hominem weak third grade level insults. They just start to insult the man like he did something wrong. Like, no, he just rejected you, he just said no. But you learn from it. That's how it feels being rejected as a man. You'll get used to it. Let's proceed.
Enjoy me getting rejected for a minute straight.
I just want to say I think you're really cute, and I was wondering if I could get your Snapchat.
Fuck no.
Excuse me?
Nah, I'm good. Trust me. I don't know, you just kind of busted looking.
Chance.
Did he just roast her? He said busted looking. Yo. Damn, that's crazy. I mean, I can kind of tell that this video might have been a little staged. I could be wrong, but if it is, I wouldn't be surprised that it's staged. But, the fact that they made a video like this of a man rejecting a girl, it's like, the tables have turning. How the tables have turned. How the fortune and the favor is turning on our side now. It's on our side. It's coming to our side now. You know what I'm saying? And it kind of feels good when you see a girl getting rejected by a guy. But I'm not saying in a sense of feeling good, but in a sense of like, wow, this is pretty rare, but this is awesome to this is like, wow, this is just the wow to see it. And it's like I said, it's rare to see something like this, but when you see it, like, the table is turning against you, young lady. Now you're getting rejected. A man is saying no to you. You think no one's gonna say no to you? You're proven wrong. Let's proceed.
I literally told you last time you're ugly. Like, I don't fuck with you. I don't want you.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I said no last time.
I'm sorry. I just thought I'd try with a different approach.
Yeah, this gotta be staged, bro. Like, ain't no way in hell a girl would approach a guy like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy, he's not ugly. Pause. No homo. But even at that perspective, he still wouldn't get typically approached by girls. Usually when girls see cute guys, they giggle, they talk about it. And when the guy approached them, every time they talk, there's a giggle. Every time they talk, there's a giggle right next to that. There's a giggle next to the words they say. Oh, hi, how are you? It means, it means she finds you attractive. She's not gonna tell you, hi, you're attractive. Hi, you're cute. It's like a choosing. They'll what do you call this? They'll purport, or they'll produce a choosing signal for you to like see if they like you or not. That's how women are. They're not gonna come up to you, hey, can I get your number? I mean, can I get your number? And I'd like to get to know you. There's no way in hell it would do. A girl would do that to a guy. Maybe there's a very, very rare chance, a small percentage that the case would likely to happen. But most of the time, men approach women. This one is probably staged. I could be wrong though, but let's see.
And it didn't work.
Cute. I was wondering if I can get your Snapchat.
No.
Is there a reason? Just.
No offense. I'm only into like blonde chicks, to be honest.
But I mean, I used to be blonde.
But you're not blind. You see, that's the problem.
Okay. Well.
You kind of look like Miss Piglet from the Muppets. I'm sorry. Have a good day.
Yo, he just roasted her. Damn, guys are getting cold nowadays. And who created them? I can't say it. It starts with a F. It ends with a N. Because if I say it, I might get canceled. You figure that out. Though that word created that type of man who is cold, not passive, cold, neutral, devious, mean in a way, not mean, but just have a self-worth to himself. Basically what I'm saying, in other words, a Chad or a Tyrone. These modern day women created those type of guys through what? Sheer rejection, sheer ghosting, mostly sheer rejection, and and all the rejection that they have received for over the years made him stronger and made him to be the Tyrone, the level of the Tyrone in the chat. Let's proceed.
So I think you're very attractive,
Thank you.
and I wanted to ask you if you're single.
I am single.
You are single.
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I'm just focusing on work right now.
So you wouldn't have time to put a lady in your life?
Not the way I would want to.
What's that way? What's the way you want to?
I would want to be able to make her a priority.
First of all, I want to say she's really close to him like that. Like, yo, can you give him some space? Wow, you're really really close to him, as if you wanna like eat him or something. Come on, lady, like just back up a little bit. Talk to me casually. Like, Jesus, are you like you could tell she's actually thirsty, man. Like, you could tell she wants him. I could tell you that. I bet my money on it that she wants him, bro. I bet $500 she wants the guy. That's why she's that close. She's like really close to him, and she's inside of his like invisible, personal barrier. We'll see what happens. But I'm pretty sure she wants him.
I can do that right now.
So you're not scared of like missing out on the right girl? Let's say you meet me today and you think I'm the right girl, and you're not gonna talk to me because you don't have a lot of time, like with me. So you're not gonna talk to me at all.
Well, if you're the right girl, but I treat you wrong because I don't necessarily have the time to devote to you that I wanted to, then I don't think I would do either of us a good service.
His honesty is on point. Respect to my brother, man. Respect. You got a pride of your own. You're not simping. He's not simping. He clearly respects himself. A man who respects himself becomes more attractive to a woman who is attractive. Because the thing is, you got to understand, as a man, if you respect yourself, you love yourself, you take care of yourself, it doesn't matter about the looks. It doesn't matter about your financial status. I mean, that would matter, of course. Like, you got to have money. But what I'm saying is, like, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, eating right, doing healthy stuff, exercising, you know what I'm saying? Taking martial arts, just using your body um, against the force of the gravity by means like exercising. That brings a total clarity to yourself because you're taking care of yourself, to the fact that you're rewarding your body appreciates you. And when you do that, not just that, but the self groom, cutting your hair, trimming your beard, you know, having chiseled body, or athletic shaped body, and then you go outside, you focusing on yourself, enjoying yourself, taking yourself out on a date. But you know what I mean by that. Um, Without chasing any woman out there while you're outside, women would naturally come to you because, like I said, the external forces, you can't control the external force around you, but the internal force around in you, you can control that. Once you control the internal forces inside of you by, like I said, taking care of yourself, going to the gym, eating healthy, eating right, um, that right there, all of those primary aspects that we need, not what we want, but we need as, you know, or let's say discipline, then the external forces will adapt to that. Therefore, you know, therefore, your presence will and demeanor will be slightly different from you were, yesterday or week before or your previous you. That makes you attract a woman without even attracting them because they see you as a different person. Women can sense things, bro. Oh my goodness, they got these superpowers that they can sense from a guy. Like, I can sense this guy. He's different. I want to approach him. I want to see what he's about, and kind of get to know him a little bit. That's what women would do. This is why I encourage men to take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Go out there, go outside, get active physically, and of course, physically and financially. You gotta get your money right. Get your money right, get your body right, your physique right, then everything would follow along. Prime example right there. Let's continue watching it.
That sounds really good. Usually guys are not like that. They kind of lie and they kind of act like, oh no, I have time for you, and then once they get what they want, they just kind of like disappear.
Yeah,
Not that time.
I just wouldn't get involved. I don't think I'll be able to.
How old are you?
I'm 29.
Oh, you have kids?
Nope.
You want kids?
I don't know.
You don't know?
She bugging. She thirsty, man. You can already say like, I can already tell she's thirsty. She is thirsty, man. Oh man, I wouldn't be surprised if she would do some crazy stuff behind his back. Oh man, I'm having a feeling it's my assumption, but I could be wrong though. We'll see. And if she does, I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay, that sounds good.
So what do you do that makes you feel like you're too busy to be in a committed relationship that you want to be in?
I'm just in transition right now, so
Yep. Yep. What did I say? What did I say? Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised at this? Why am I not surprised about her action? Holy crap. Holy shoot. I am not, I wasn't surprised. Why I'm not surprised? Now imagine if you reverse that role. A man's doing that, a man behind her back and sticking his tongue out behind her back on the camera. You know how many, like, you know how the society, how many people will throw rocks at the dude? They throw rocks at him, freaking, I don't know, whatever, ice, cups, maybe even a police officer. They'll throw a police officer at him. I don't know, whatever. Anything harmful. and they'll call him a, you know, they call him all kinds of sign language. Oh, you're a pervert. You're a creep. You're a pedophile. You're you're uh, um, you're a creepy guy. All this stuff. You get, oh, you get shunned by the society. That's all I could say. The society will shun you and they will burn you with the sunlight like there's no tomorrow. Hmm. See, it's the double sided society or the double standard society that we are on today. Women can do stupid things, they get away with it. If not get away with it, they get lenient sentences. Whereas a man gets the most maximum and the most heinous sentence from minimum stupidity that ever done. Okay? Which I think is some bullshit. But that's society to you. Society is sexist. Society is double standard. You know, we just have to learn how to deal with it. Women have things that they can benefit from. Men has some too, but it's way, the amount of the benefit that we have as men is just as the way less than what women has. Continue.
Graduated from grad school last year. Got a job in the field I went to school for,
Okay.
but it's not necessarily
You're not fulfilled.
that, and it's not necessarily paying me what I would hope
Okay.
for it to. So I made enough connections in that industry to be able to like keep a foot in it while I have a job that can support me like financially as well.
Wow, interesting. Hey.
If I had the money, would I make you love me more? Would I make you love me more? I didn't know.
Resisting connection following social exclusion. This study attempted to see how a woman would react when first being approached by an attractive man and then being approached by a less attractive man. When the attractive man accepted the woman was also
It's gonna be some shit. It's gonna be some interesting shit in here.
so very likely to accept the less attractive man. He was accepted an average of 80%. However, for the second part of the study, when the woman gets first rejected by the attractive man, she was then much less likely to accept the less attractive man's advances. His acceptance rate
I guess the reason why she rejected the man who is less attractive, because when she got rejected by the man who's the attractive man, I guess it's like because in psychology that's like the why she's rejecting the man who's less attractive than the man who rejected her. At this point she's using the what we call the downward social comparison, because the guy that she rejected is less attractive than the first guy, or the guy number 8 rejected the girl, and now she's rejecting guy number 5. So the downward social comparison to that is when she rejects guy number 5 after getting rejected by guy number 8, increases her, I guess it brings her validation back to homeostasis. As I said earlier, she used a method, well, what we call in psychology, social downward comparison. It makes her feel better, basically. Like, oh, this guy rejected me. Oh, this unattractive guy, I'm gonna reject him so I can bring back my validation. Wow, which is the coldest thing ever. Like downward social comparison is can be a dangerous thing too if used in a corrupt way. Let's continue.
From 80% to 24%. After the first rejection, she felt violated, so to recover and attempt to regain some of her self-worth, she lashes out on the less attractive guy by rejecting him. And for those who don't know how the Tinder algorithm works, the most popular profiles are shown first. Therefore, if an average woman gets mostly negative responses from the popular profiles, then the study shows the woman getting butthurt from this will result in her lashing out on the lower ranked profiles, and she will do this in order to rebuild some of her self-respect.
That's called homeostasis. If her respect gets knocked down by the guy who's attracted, the guy who she likes, and the same guy that rejected her, she then goes to the guy who's less attractive. Then she rejects those guys to get her validation and respect back to how she started before getting rejected by the attractive guys. Wow, it works. It's like a generational curse, man. It chains down to the woman who gets rejected, which is a cold perpetual cycle. But I'd say at the end of the day, man, just women today have so much expectation and so much delusion that they have nowadays, and where at the long run they regret the fact that wow, used up all their youth, used up all their fresh hind quarters, their mammary glands, the the fresh ones now becomes almost close to the expiration date, but then they now decided um to what do you call this, to settle with those guys who they rejected in their younger days, in their fresh days. But then the guys that they rejected back then and wants to settle with those guys, they're now rejected because why? See, I don't believe in karma, but see that the cycle is a bitch. I tell you that. A girl in her 20s can do whatever she wants. A lot of unattractive guys comes to her. She rejects all those guys. She goes to the guy who's very attractive, and then a guy rejected her, and then now she keeps going to those guys, knowing the fact that she has a chance of getting rejected by those guys again, because those guys think, oh, she's just an average girl, whereas these guys right here, oh, we will cater to you, we will do this to you, just date, just connect with us, have a relationship with us. But no, 20 years later, your 30s and your 40s, you got used up and banged up and got all the mileage, um, labeled on you, or got strapped on you. Not strapped, that's the wrong word, but labeled that you have mileage, you have used up mileage that on you, and now you want to settle with those guys that you rejected 20 years ago. It doesn't work like that. But those guys have already girls that are in their youth, because you got to understand there are 18-year-olds out there every single day. The girls out there that turns 18, 16, 17, 18. Well, not in California, but different states has different laws. But let's say legal age, girls out there becomes legal age every single day. And those guys that you've rejected, they don't want you now because you are now in, past your prime. You lost your youth, you lost your vigor and all your juice and all of your beauty and youth and your the your prime, your freshness is gone, it's out of the window now because you're 40 years old. Now here they are, your same age, and they're still dating those young girls that are of legal age. And here you are alone. You might as well invest with 50 cats and 50 dogs. That's it.
You're a young man. All the women are rejecting you. Who's got the problem? It's not all the women. It's you.
These men are unattractive to women. I don't mean just physically unattractive.
This is why I tell you guys, you need to get yourself workout. Go to the gym. Work out. Go to the gym. Get your reps, man. If not reps, take some martial arts classes, boxing, Thai boxing, jiu-jitsu, all of that self-defense martial artists that can be applied in a real life scenario, that can be applied or translatable in the streets. Okay? But not just that, but not only it'll make you learn how to fight, it'll make you look good too. It'll shape you up. That's why it's important for us men who, especially who are like below 5, especially who are like less attractive, you got to work on yourself. You got to get your money right. You got to get your physique right in order for you to compensate for what you don't have up here. If you don't have this right here, you must have this. You must have this. I'm telling you, you must have, money, fit. Okay? This is why Fresh and Fit podcasts and other podcasts exist in order for men to, to help improve themselves into this cruel and harsh society in this modern day. All right. Shout out to Myron. Shout out to Fresh for having the wonderful podcast. Fresh and Fit. Holla at your boy. They got Money Mondays and live call on Fridays, and of course every day they have like live late night show. But they're one of the reasons why even the most unattractive men can get women too. Okay. It's not the woman's fault, it's the man's fault. You can't complain in your house eating French fries, mashed potatoes, burgers, not doing anything, and complaining about not getting girls. No, it don't work that way, my brother. You're a man, you have work to do. Whereas a woman, even a woman who is a little bit overweight, can still get a man. You, on the other hand, my man, you cannot do it. Nope, it doesn't work for a man. In order for us to work, you need to work. You need to go to the gym. Like I said, you gotta get active. Okay? Love yourself. You gotta get active. Look good, feel good, eat good. That's all I can say.
Women aren't seeking them as mates.
Mm-hmm.
They need to become men.
Yes, they certainly do.
That's
That's
what
the
it is.
solution.
That's the solution.
Now, that's why I tell you guys, you got to get yourself straight, especially if you're a man who's very unattractive in this society. You got work to do. You got to get it right. Get your money right. Get your physique right. Get your status right. In order for you to increase your visibility around the women who are just entitled and modern women today. All right? Women can control access to sex. Men can control access to relationship. So, especially if you're very unattractive, you gotta work double time. You gotta work double shift. You gotta compensate for what you don't have. All right? Questions, comments, concerns, man. Holler at me at reactsandr@gmail.com. All right? And put a timestamp on what part you want to talk about so I would know what you're talking about. All right? So I'm going to see you next time, YouTube. Peace and have a good night.
That's 100.